For the day's reports, this is KBC Lunchtime News. I'm Doreen Arangi. Lensa Odingo is our sign language interpreter. We begin with some good news where the Kenya national rugby sevens team, Juja, will play Fiji this afternoon in the cup final at the Singapore Sevens in what seems to be a repeat of the 2016 final when Kenya won their first ever cup title. Kenya defeated Spain 12-5 in the first semi-finals today morning to book a final against Fiji, who beat series leaders Argentina 33-24 in the second semi-final.
Kenya corner's ready. Singapore's ready. Men's Cup semi-finals. A place in the Cup final tonight is the prize. It is Kenya, right to left, all in their red shirts.
Kenya's Juja are one match away from securing the second ever cup title at the HSBC Sevens and must go through the same opponent they beat 9 years ago, Fiji, to win their first cup title, and also at the same leg in Singapore.
That's what he can do to you. Finds the space round the edge. And the Daystar Falcon from Nairobi has flown in for the Juja.
Look at this from a static start, Rupert Cox. He could have been in a 100-meter final with that. Absolutely beautiful. Took off like an aeroplane. Patrick Odongo-Okongo, one of the fastest athletes on the planet. Beautiful start from him.
Well, he was a massive star of their Challenger Series effort last season. A big show of sevens. Extra 2 from Amaitsa, no problem. Looking for a second try in the semi-final. They got a penalty advantage as well. And Spain going down to a yellow card.
20. Yellow card. Deliver action.
Yes, they are. It's Koska Uela who's going to the sideline.
Sit! Hold!
Asati. Solid scrum. Asati. Amaitsa, Patrick Odongo-Okongo, stop, go, and gone! His second try of the semi-final. The power play reaping rewards straight away. And Kenya corner has reason to dance.
All you have to do is give them a chance, and to be fair to Spain, they did incredibly well.
Score next, and they're pretty much there. Tanga gets it away. It's a loose pass, though, and then it's flicked on. This might work out for Spain. It will. Pulpla will score. Kenya self-destruct. Spain take advantage. They're back in it as we approach the final minute. Final play. Kenya have got a penalty. Have got a penalty. Now they know. Now they know. The Juja are back in the Singapore Cup final. Kenya get it off the park. And they can look forward to the big show tonight. This love affair with Singapore continues for Kenya.
The Kenyan side, coached by Kelvin Wambua, defeated Spain 12-5 in the first semi-final, while Fiji earned their spot in the final after a 33-24 win over series leaders Argentina in the other semi-final.
Can he get there? Yes! Marcos Maneta, the money man, opens his account against Fiji. Well, this Argentina team knows how to win in the cup rounds. Historic victory in Hong Kong last week. The first time ever, but rounding the corner. Ulagi Patterson with the ball in the right hand. Needs the support inside. Awesome response from Fiji immediately. Saturanga for Fiji. Up on the leaderboard with Mathova and Moneta both involved in this match. Catch from Saturanga. Open field. Pass to space, beautifully hit, at pace. Sakila hitting it hard, go for the corner. Sakila in for Fiji. Big pressure, midfield on Akindranu. Mbose, who got the try early on, got the right arm free. Akindranu pulls out, and why not when you give it to the big man? in full flight. 3 of the danger men for Fiji combining. Brilliant stuff for Wamatangi in the end. Out getting an HIA assessment. Who's going to be the man to break down the Fijian defense? There it is. Great run there from Elisalde. He's backed himself. Will he get to the corner? Yes! Incredible. Put the team on his back just when they needed him off the lineup. A try that makes this a little too far. Stop and go from Fraga. No way through the blue wall at the moment. There's the offload to Wade. He's crushed.
Not rolling away.
Some more. Quick hands. There's options. His numbers out wide. Oh, he gets the try.
Yeah, penalty. Take a penalty kick so you get a restart if it's converted.
Smart play by Wade. He's hit it. Was it good? The hooter sounds interesting with 9 points of deficit, looking to get a quick 3. But in the end, it's Fiji. A majestic performance, some beautiful tries, and an impressive win in the second semi-final.
Congratulations to Team Kenya there. And our 3 children, aged 4, 2 and 1 year old, perished in a fire incident in Garissa village, Kiambu constituency, Kiambu County. An 8-year-old boy was lucky to escape with injuries during the fire incident that occurred last night. The area member of County Assembly, Kabau Muthondu, says the bodies of the 3 children have been taken to Kihara Level 4 Hospital morgue awaiting autopsy, while the injured boy has been admitted in the same hospital. The area residents say they tried in vain to put out the fire, with the Kiambu County fire engine arriving late at the scene. Police are investigating the cause of the fire.
Sasa hatuwezi jua janga hiyo moto ilitoka kwa sababu gani. Juu stima ilikuwa imepotea. Hatuwezi sema ni stima. Maybe kulikuwa ni candle walikuwa wamewasha na akawacha. So kuanzia hapo sasa sijui juu sasa ni watoto 3 wameungua pale kiasi cha kutotambulikana. Na ni mmoja tu ndiye ametoka akiwa hai.
Wakati wowote wanawacha watoto wadogo kwa manyumba, wawe wamekuwa na mipango dhabiti ya kuona ya kwamba kuna mtu mkubwa ako karibu anaweza saidiana na hii watoto ikiwa kuna shida yoyote inaweza kutokea.
Very unfortunate. May their souls rest in eternal peace. And our section of residents living along the border of the Titanic Dam in Juja, Kiambu County, which on occasion caused fatal accidents due to its dangerous currents, has put up warning signs to avert loss of more lives. The locals have also commenced a sensitization campaign to caution visitors to be careful when touring the site. Recently, authorities in the area halted swimming and fishing activities at the dam after 2 students from the Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture Technology drowned while on a swimming expedition.
Na nataka kuhimiza kila mtu ako na hoteli hapa, ule mtu anafanya biashara hapa, lazima hii ni lazima kwa hoteli aweke signpost ya kuonyesha wale watu wote wanakuja wanakuja kwa hoteli wajue ni hatari kuingia kwa maji.
Tukiomba Wamatangi kwa mapenzi yake, sababu anapenda watu wa Kiambu na watu wa Twiga, atujaribie vile hata inaweza tutengenezea hii daraja ambapo ni kidogo kulingana na population ya Twiga, ambaye population ya Twiga ikikuja miaka kama 10 ambayo inakuja, tutakuwa na watu kama 10,000 kuanzia 5,000 mpaka 10,000. Ni mapenzi yetu, Wamatangi atasikia maombi yetu.
The National Liberations Party leader Augustus Muli has called on the leaders from across the political divide to steer off the ongoing recruitment of the new chairperson and commissioners of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission. At the same time, Muli, who lost his nomination to the IEBC selection panel, accused Wiper Democratic Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka of clinging to the politics of kinship that has seen the Ukambani region lag behind in development.
Tumesikia viongozi kadhaa wakisema sijui serikali na upinzani wakae pamoja, lakini sheria inasema hivi. Kuna selection panel ambayo imechaguliwa, na sisi kama chama National Liberty Party tulienda kotini miezi 8 tukipigania hiyo selection panel ikuwe the correct one. Sasa jinsi vile selection panel ishaundwa, tunaomba serikali na upinzani waipatie nafasi. Halafu sisi kama wananchi tutaangalia kweli imefanya ukweli ama imefanya vipi. Hii IBC selection panel ichague viongozi ambao wanatakikana na nchi. Sio commissioners ambao wako pande ya serikali ama ya upinzani, bali wachague commissioners ambao watahudumia Kenya nzima.
Kiambu County Governor Kimani Wamatangi now says he will not be distracted by critics but will remain focused on delivering development to Kiambu County. Speaking during the final day of President William Ruto's tour of the Mount Kenya region, Wamatangi said this dedication to fostering peace and development for Kiambu residents will be attested to come the 2027 general elections. The governor has avoided the ongoing political realignments in the Mount Kenya region, occasioned by the fallout between the president and the former deputy president, Rigathi Gachagua.
Niseme kwa vile umesema mtu mwenye hafanyi kazi ataenda nyumbani mwaka wa 2027. Ama namna gani? Waje mimi waulize wanagezongori. Kwa vile tumekuwa na nyinyi sasa miaka 2 na mmeona kazi yangu. Niwaulize Wamatangi anafanya kazi ama hafanyi kazi? Wale wanasema Wamatangi anafanya kazi na mfanye. Haisione tunafanya kazi. Sisi hatuna mpango wa kwenda nyumbani 2027. Sisi tuna mpango wa kuhudumia hawa watu, na niliwaambia wana Kiambu, ikifika 2027 mtu atapitishwa na kazi yake. Sisi tumesema na gavana ndiye alianzilisha kutoka mwaka wa 2025 mpaka 2027 hatuna mambo ya siasa, tunataka mambo ya maendeleo.
The Senate Lands, Environment and National Resources Committee has urged the Ministry of Lands to prioritize the settlement of squatters in the coast region. The committee, led by Mombasa Senator Mohamed Faki, held meetings at the Kenya School of Government in Mombasa County and had petitions from tenants at will and squatters who sought to have their status regularized by the state.
Tutafanya mkutano na Wizara ya Ardhi kwa sababu malalamiko mengi yamelemezwa kwa Wizara ya Ardhi. Zile settlement scheme ambazo hazijamalizwa, wananchi wamengojea muda mrefu hawajapata ardhi, wengine hawajapimiwa. Kwa hivyo hizo tutamuita waziri ili atupe mwelekeo ni lini ambapo watu watakamilishiwa.
Time for us to take a very quick breather. We circle back with plenty more of what is shaping the news this Sunday afternoon. Don't go anywhere.
Umenimanda. Alikuwa anataka kasichana innocent. By the way, I moved by innocent faces. Maneno ya kudate was not even my to-do list.
Unakumbuka ile rorashio yenye tulienda? Baba ya yangu. Baba yako aliniitisha 1 million yen. Harusi ya kifahari na Mungu aitwe Mungu. Hapa tumefika ni Mungu. Yeah.
Nataka kuongea na halo, nataka kuongea na wasomi wenye busara, maskini na matajiri.
Alipopita mbele yao alisema, ona mwili mdogo, umeshikilia kichwa kubwa. Akajiuliza mbona akupe urembo kidogo, hata yeye atese vikubwa.
Nina, tuna, vina, vyakula vina ladha. Sote tuna alama bora. Na imetumikaje? Umilikaji. Mpige makofi.
Umu nchini Kenya, kupata kazini kwa kujuana. Si rahisi kupata kazi hivyo hivyo, hata kama uko na cheti vya masomo na umehitimu vizuri.
Tu anaweza fungua kazi, ajira yake kupitia maarifa yale aliyopata kutoka chuo kikuu.
Wakati wa kuanguka nayo ni wakati wa kuipanga ikapanguliwa. Ni wakati gani?
Kabla ukigusa biti na shtuka, naona kama napanda mizuka na kichwani shani ya chupa. Lazima irudiwe sababu nataka tena.
Welcome back. You're on Lunchtime News. And religious leaders in Mombasa County are expressing concern over what they describe as an inexcusable delay in resolving a 14-year-old legal dispute involving a local widow. They say the prolonged court case centered on a 174 million shillings loan with a local bank linked to her late husband's company has left the widow, Nuru Jaizan, in financial distress. While the matter pens in court, Kenya Muslim National Advisory Council Chairman Sheikh Juma Ngao led the clergy in urging the timely delivery of justice, warning that continued delays are worsening the suffering of those affected.
Sisi viongozi wa dini ni watetezi wa wanyonge. Na nilipopata hii ripoti kwamba hapa kuna mama anateseka, hali mume wake alimwacha akiwa na mali ya kumsaidia yeye pamoja na watoto wake na majirani zake. Lakini mali hii ilipowekezwa ili kwamba iwe salama, umezuka utata mkali sana. Hii ilinibidi kwamba ni lazima tuungane na viongozi wote ili tutetee haki ya huyu mama.
Tunaomba kilio hiki chetu, viongozi wa dini, kanisa, msikiti na Kemnak, mutatusikiliza na kumsaidia, wakiwemo Wakenya wengine wanyonge wanapitia shida kama hizi kupata haki zao. Vile
Timboyo Primary School in Baringo Central Sub-County, Baringo County, is set to benefit from a major boost in school infrastructure courtesy of M-Pesa Foundation. The initiative will see the renovation of existing classrooms and the construction of new facilities, including an early childhood development and education block, a modern science laboratory, and improved sanitation facilities. The project is part of the M-Pesa Foundation's ongoing commitment to transforming education and supporting the growth of students in the region.
The purpose of this program is to make sure that our children have a learning environment that allows them to study well, allows them to get digital skills.
Kuweka akiba kwa masomo, hiyo ndio namna ambayo itawezesha sisi wote kuweza kufika level ambaye itatusawazisha sisi wote.
The classes have been having a problem: 1, leakages, 2, potholes on the floors, and 3, windows were in tatters. Also, we have been experiencing a problem with the science lab since we have the junior school. the policy, ministry's policy, we need to have a science lab. And we have been promised by the Safaricom Foundation that they are giving us a science lab.
Human rights defenders in Garissa County are demanding justice for a 28-year-old pregnant woman who died in a stampede while queuing for food at the Ifo 2 refugee camp in Dadaab sub-county on Friday. Police reports indicate that Hadija Nur Ali lost consciousness after being pushed during the stampede. Security officers at the scene rushed her to a nearby health facility where efforts to resuscitate her failed. The human rights activists led by Garissa Civil Society Network and the Human Rights Defenders Network urged relevant agencies to investigate the matter, saying the woman who was in her last trimester should have been given priority.
It's very unfortunate that this is happening in this era, almost 3 decades later, when we know that there have been mechanisms in place where when it comes to food distribution and food rationing, these refugee agencies could use to do their work perfectly.
We call upon the UNHCR, that is the UN agency mandated to protect refugees, and the Directorate of Refugee Services, which is the government agency mandated to protect refugees, to carry out a comprehensive investigation on this matter and submit a report on the status of why a 9-month pregnant woman was not given priority.
At least 356 students at the University of Embu have benefited from an allocation of 3 million shillings thanks to the university's endowment fund to provide their tuition fees and prevent dropout cases. This is an increase from the 254 students who received 2.6 million shillings last year, reflecting the growing impact of the fund. Since its inception in 2018, the endowment fund has made significant strides in supporting students in need. The fund's chairman, Lenny Kivuti, emphasized that the initiative's primary goal is to eliminate financial barriers to education, ensuring that no student is forced to abandon their academic dreams due to lack of fees.
Today, we are giving Kenya shillings 3 million to support students who need our help the most. We may not be able to satisfy all the needs, but at least we will have helped to bridge the gap where it exists.
The dream of 10B, if we get it, and we are able to get 1B every year, then it means we can be able to give 10,000 students 100,000 each every year.
With World Health Day set to be commemorated on Monday, 7th April 2025, Kakamega County Department of Health has started early celebrations, organizing a 10-kilometer walk and free medical checkups for residents. The campaign, which saw hundreds of residents take part in, is aimed at identifying and addressing prevalent medical concerns in the county. County Executive Committee Member for Health, Livingstone Imbai, emphasized the importance of early diagnosis and community involvement in promoting public health, with a special focus on maternal and child health.
Ni ghafla ya kuhakikisha tu ya kwamba tunagundua kama tuko na shida mapema katika mili zetu, ndiposa tuweze kutafuta matibabu ambayo inastahili wakati ambao unafaa.
Mwaka huu tunatambua kwamba tunahimiza kupunguza vifo vya mama na watoto.
Nilitambuliwa kuwa na high blood pressure mwaka wa 1999. Ninaendelea na madawa na kuenda clinic na kukula vyakula ambayo si ya sukari.
Residents of Tana River County have been urged to actively seek job opportunities in the national government to improve their lives and contribute to the national economy and development. Speaking in Gao Town, Tana River, Senator Danson Mongatana said the initiative is part of efforts to promote social and economic equality as well as to build better service systems for the citizens.
Na mwenye nimefuata mheshimiwa marehemu.
Lakini kwa wakazi wa Tana River ni jambo nataka kuwaambia. Sisi huwa tunaamini kule national government tunachukiwa. Kiasi cha kuwa hata ukitangazwa makazi we don't apply. Hatuombi kazi kisha mnasema wanatuchukia.
Wale ambao wako na masomo na capacity, go for those positions. Our chances are there, but we have to apply. We have to be aggressive. We have to go for them. Na sio za kuandikwa peke yake, hata hizi ambazo ni za biashara.
It is a sigh of relief for hundreds of traders who have been operating in a makeshift market in Kitengela town, Kajiado County, following the official opening of an ultra-modern market. Kajiado Governor Joseph Olelenku, who officially opened the 60 million shilling facility, assured the traders that the available stalls will be allocated fairly. The allocation exercise is set to begin on Tuesday, 8th April 2025, via secret ballot. Priority will be given to 1,448 traders who were relocated in 2019 to pave the way for the construction of the modern market.
Halitakuwa soko ya kabila moja na halitakuwa soko ya mrengo moja ya siasa. Hii soko itakuwa ya Wakenya wanaoishi sehemu hii ya Kitengela.
Tunashukuru kwa sababu soko imeisha na nafikiri kutoka Tuesday tutaanza process, na wale ambao wako kwa list ambao tuliwatoa hapa hatutafuti list mpya, ndio tunarudisha mahali pale. Sawa sawa. Tulitoka hapa tulikuwa tunalia sana machozi, tulisema ya kwamba tunapelekwa wapi, tutaenda kufanya nini, lakini asante maana kwa hiyo miaka yote tumetulia na tumetuleta sasa katika soko hili.
Kenya will host the third edition of the Grannies International Football Tournament in the year 2027 after being hosted in Limpopo, South Africa on 2 occasions. The inaugural tournament was staged in 2023, while the second edition ended last evening in Zanyan municipality. This year's edition attracted more than 20 teams from 9 countries, including Kenya, Togo, Zambia, Mozambique, USA, France, and host South Africa, who had 12 teams in the tournament. Kenya's Mutei FC competed for the first time and won 2 matches, drew and lost 1 in the 4 matches they played but missed out on the knockout stage. Captain Gertrude Mutai was the top scorer of the tournament with 3 goals. Tala Kaino, aged 88 years, was the oldest participant in the competition. The Kenyan Grannies are scheduled to arrive back home tonight. All right, that story on the football Grannies is what brings us to a close this Sunday afternoon. We appreciate you for your valid company, sticking through from 1 p.m. all through now. This has been KBC Lunchtime News. I'm Doreen Arange. Lensa Odingo has been our sign language interpreter. Good afternoon.
has been a rapid rise in the trends that are being carried out, especially when it comes to weight loss management across the country.
There's nothing wrong with chips, chapati. We are the problem. We consume them in copious amounts and we hope that they don't make us gain weight.
The program that we have is the Metabolic Balance, which is a similar program where it's designed a particular diet, and it goes on for about 6 to 8 weeks, and then you're going to maintenance phase.
There's a lot of shame, unfortunately, around weight loss procedures. And that is why many people are not open to say that I'm using this, I'm doing that. But the truth is now we are seeing them. I have clients who have gone through gastric procedures, surgical procedures.
We have been pioneering in these procedures, and we also offer certain weight loss programs which are trending, for example, the Ozempic pen.
Tanki ya maji ya lita 10,000. Hiyo ni kitu ya kukustua. Sinafunguliwa mfereji sina.
Kwani unakuja kupiga dawa ya kunguni ama dawa panya unakuja kuweka?
Dawa ya kunguni napigwa na nyundo mama kayai.
Wewe na hii nywele yako
inakuashia nini?
You have an angular face.
Unataka nishike moso tu.
Your nose pop.
Ugwachana na lecho jangu wewe.
Si nilikuwa tu naangalia.
Hii imetoka nimesota.
Amerika na kumesota. Ukiangalia yule mnyanakaa Lovely saiti kushinda mwingine ni mkane.
Hata ukikaa chini bado umesimama.
Tunaona ukiniangalia lakini unaangalia chini.
Wewe nani wewe? What are these manze?
Kutoka Kikoneni hadi Likoni, hapo ni nyumbani, na hapa tumetua. Kumbuka tupo katika shule yako ipendayo, shule ya Kayole South. Kayole South Kayole South. Bila shaka mtazamaji, wanakuambia Waswahili kwamba waendao ukutana, na kila wakati mgeni anapokuja basi mwenyeji hupona. Mgeni amekwisha wasili. Tupo hapa kwa ajili ya sanaa ya Kiswahili, kipindi chako maridadi, kipindi nambari 1, kipindi cha kuburudisha, kipindi cha kuhimiza, kipindi cha kukujulisha mengi tena chungu tele. Tumekusanyika